Hi, everyone. I'm going to do a little presentation today on how you can do some research fairly easily. I like to use Google Scholar for several reasons. So I'm going to show you how this works. So you're going to go to Google and we're going to go to the search engine, and then we are going to go to Google Scholar. You can type in Google Scholar and it will take you to scholar.google.com. You can click on that and you will see that the interface looks a little bit different, and it does clearly say Google Scholar. It works like any other search engine. You type in your keywords, right? What you want to research. So let's say, for example, I am doing a paper on how COVID-19 is changing education, right? The system of education. So I'm going to type in here online education into the Google Scholar. Now, as you can see, I got about $250,000, excuse me, not dollars, 250,000 results up here. That's way too many results to sift through. So what I can do is, if you go to the left side of the screen here, you can sort by date. So I'm going to click on sort by date. And it's going to give me the most recent. But I can also do custom range. So again, we're looking at the left menu bar here. So click on custom range, and I can put on here 2017 to 2020, and I'll hit search. And then what happens here is that I get 25,000 results, right? Much less. And I get research that's very, very current, right? Since 2017 to 2020. All right, so let's say, for example, I wanted to use this very first article, right? I can click on it and it will take me directly, right, to the article. I can download the full text. There's no problem with that. Now, one of the reasons I like to use Google Scholar is I can customize the date. So I can do research for information from 1990 to 1995. Or in the case of researching education and COVID-19, I can do from 2018 to 2020. Obviously, COVID is a recent event, so there's not going to be anything written about it before 2019 anyway. All right. And all of these articles are reliable, peer-reviewed sources. So if you use Google Scholar, you never have to ask yourself, is this reliable? Is this information trustworthy, right? We know if it's on Google Scholar, it's totally legitimate, and we don't have to go through and double check and triple check our sources. All right, so let's go back to our original search. And I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger here, and I'm going to show you some of the other features. Do you see these little quotation marks right underneath the article? Right, so I'm going to use theories and frameworks for online education. So I'm going to click on this little quotation mark. It says cite. So I click on it, and voila, like magic, it shows me exactly how to cite it in my works cited page, my bibliography. So for a writing class, you're going to use MLA style. And for a social science class, you will use APA. And if you're using it for businesses or other purposes, there's Chicago, Harvard, and Vancouver. But for our class, we're going to be using MLA. And all you have to do is click on it. It turns blue, copy it. That's not plagiarism. Copy the citation and then add it to your works cited page. Really, really easy. All right, another great feature. It says right here, cited by 79. What cited by 79 means is it means that 79 other writers used information from this article. And if I need more research, I don't have to start my search all over again. All I have to do is click on cited by 79, and I will get the 79 articles that used this particular article when they were writing. So I'm going to click on cited by 79, and now you'll see I've got some really, really focused research. Coronavirus, online learning in higher institutions, online university teaching during and after the COVID-19 crisis. These are exactly the types of articles I'm looking for, and I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was click on cited by 22. All right, so let's go back to where I was. So we have the quotation marks that tell us how to cite the source. If we need more sources, we can click on cited by 79. And right next to it is related articles. And what related articles means, there's these other articles that I might be interested in. So I can click on related articles, and voila, I get 100 other news sources, all published recently, that can be useful for me to write my research paper. And the PDFs, as you can see right here on the right-hand side, are so easy to access. Just click on the PDF and it takes me straight to the article. It's beautiful, right? I don't need to type in a password or a passcode or anything like that. It just gives it to me. And some other websites, you have to do like a circus show just to get to the PDF. With Google Scholar, it just takes you directly to the article right there and then. Okay, one last thing I want to show you about a feature on Google Scholar. Let's go back to our original search right here. You see this little thing here that says create alert on the left-hand side? This is another magical button and magical feature of Google Scholar. So click on create alert and it will ask you, right, for your email. Mine's already typed in there because I use Google Scholar all the time. So I type in what I'm researching, online education. I type in my email, and then I hit this red button, create alert. And what's going to happen is Google Scholar, every time it finds or gets a new article on the topic that I'm researching, it will email it to me. So I could be sleeping or washing dishes or walking in the park, and Google Scholar is making sure to send me articles that they think I will find useful to my research. All right, so that's all I've got to say for using Google Scholar as a research source. If you have any questions, email me and let me know. All righty, have a good day, and I'll see you soon.